Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo. Join on in. Y'all don't miss it today. Don't miss it today. Just waking up, the spiritual guidebook out right now. Make sure y'all, I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes to tap in. We're going to be talking about auras. We're going to be talking about Kirlian photography. We're going to talk about the technology that they using right now to study auras. Um, and yeah, I want to show y'all this is gonna be fun. I'm doing this again. If you was in here yesterday and you seen a little bit of it, today I'm redoing it. I forgot to record it, so I said, fuck it, why not just do it all over again so that everybody can see it from top to bottom. Yep. And if y'all want to see the full presentation, go to my YouTube page. Go to the link in my bio, click on my YouTube account, or just go on to YouTube and type in Double R the Guy. I'm streaming on there right now, so you'll be able to see it with a better view. But I'm about to go ahead and get started. Yes, sir. Let me just check my YouTube, make sure I'm streaming properly. We gonna get started. Crazy video. Okay, bet. All right, I'm about to open up my presentation. Make sure y'all share this video, man. Get everybody in here. Get as many people as y'all can. Okay, bet. All right, we about to jump right into it. Y'all see the full screen? Okay, bet. It's gonna be kind of hard for y'all to see on TikTok, but go over to my YouTube, y'all. Okay, so we got auras and Kirlian photography. All right, so how do we know auras are real? Everybody talks about auras. We all have in our mind some subconscious understanding of auras, but what technology do we have to prove that? So this is a man named Simeon Kirlian, and his wife Valentina Kirliana. He's actually Tesla was actually his predecessor. So Tesla was actually one of this man's teachers. So Simeon Kirlian was a Russian inventor and researcher of Armenian descent who, along with his wife Valentina Kirliana, teacher and journalist, discovered and developed Kirlian photography. Tesla was actually Kirlian's predecessor. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about the chakras before we start getting into the auras because you need to know a little bit about it. So, if we look at the root chakra is the lower self, the sacral chakra is the lower self. The lower three are the lower self. The heart is the gate, and the three above is your higher self. So, in order to reach and activate, all these chakras are always activated. But in order to use these higher three properly, you have to master your lower self. And then after that, you have to open your heart. And from that point, these other chakras start activating. Most people live in their lower self. So if we look at the attributes of the chakras, if we look at the balance side, for the root chakra is secure, stable, rarely gets sick, trusting, grounded, and independent. So if you got a healthy root chakra, You feel you're probably secure. You probably get money. You probably got a good job. You probably work out. You probably athletic, and you probably independent. Now, people who have an unbalanced root chakra, they might be insecure, unstable. They might get sick a lot, be fearful, unhealthy, ego dependent, and so on. So the way that you would balance these chakras is by doing things that would make you more secure, doing things that would make you more stable. Now, as we move up, now I'm not going to go through all of these in depth. I just wanted to give you an example of one. But I want you to notice how each chakra has an attribute, and each chakra represents a certain color. So solar plexus, discipline, driven, confident, integrity, unbalanced, procrastination, self-consciousness. Throat chakra, expressive, reassuring, appreciative, creative, and honest. All right, so now we're gonna move on. Okay, what is Kirlian photography? Kirlian photography is the process of capturing the electrical coronal discharge around objects. So this is an example of it right here. You can see on the hand. And for anybody who just joining into the live, y'all can go to the link in my bio, and y'all can watch this live on YouTube. So this is a coronal discharge. This is Kirlian photography. This process is done by sending electricity through a photographic metal plate. When the object is placed on the plate, there is a coronal discharge or an electrical field that is created resembling the body of the object. So I'm gonna show you what's going on. So this object right here is called a Kirlian photography device. What you do is you put your finger on this little black pad over here, and this is the other picture. This is really what it looks like. So you got this plate right here. It's a metal plate. On top of that plate is a film that stops you from getting electrocuted, but it still allows flow of electricity to go through it, but it's just not dangerous. Once that electricity gets sent through that plate and it touches your finger, there's a discharge, or it basically amplifies your frequency. So in the same way that I'm talking in this microphone right now, and this microphone is amplifying my voice, or if I was performing on stage and I was speaking into a mic, it amplifies my voice. This device amplifies the electric field around your body. So when you put your finger on the plate, this is what it looks like. So right here, you can see this is a fingerprint on the blue area. On the outside, there's this blue light. That's the coronal discharge. Corona meaning like the sun, like the light around the sun. This is the coronal discharge. This is the light rays around your finger. This is your aura. So when in a normal state, they put the finger on there, and this was discovered by accident by Simeon Kirlian and his wife. So they was just messing around with stuff, and they figured this out. So they put their finger on the plate, a blue light pops up. Right? This is when the person was in just a regular normal state. Now, when they're emotionally aroused, look at how it turns orange. Now, in another picture, it's towards the end. Your sacral chakra, the orange chakra, the chakra above your root chakra, is connected to creativity and emotions. So notice how the color orange resonates with the sacral chakra, but your aura also turns orange as well. So I want y'all to understand that colors have to do with your emotions. Colors are connected to your emotions and how you feel. If you're in an orange room, it might turn your aura orange. If you smelling lemons, the smell of the lemon might change your aura. That's how powerful it is. Let's go to the next one. So this picture on the left is two people putting their finger together. Right? So hold on, y'all. Let me just check out my live. Make sure I'm live on YouTube right now. Okay, we Gucci. Okay, so this picture over here to the left. This picture over here to the left is two people that got their fingers touching each other. This is the man and this is the woman over here, right? Notice how their auras are connecting together. And notice how it's a dark, rich orange, or like a deep, rich orange. Because remember, you can be balanced in your chakra, or you could be unbalanced in your chakra. So just because it's orange and it's in the lower self doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It just means that it's operating out of that chakra. Now, if you look over here, this is a couple who are angry with each other. This is one person's finger over here. This is another person's finger. So they had a couple that was upset with each other come in. Now this one is kind of yellow and oranges, but it's a lot of black in there. Now, if you look in between, there's a bridge built in between. There's an energy field blocking them. That's that feeling that you get when you angry with somebody and y'all are upset. Y'all are building a bridge of energy between each other. So just know that when you in a room and you feeling like, damn, I'm picking up a vibe from somebody, this is what you feeling. This is exactly what you feeling when you don't fuck with somebody in the room and somebody walks into a room and they just got a negative energy and you don't like them. That's what you experiencing on the energy level. This is feelings of love. This is what it looks like when you're in a state of love. You see, we got the pinks representing the heart, We got the purple representing the crown. Let me go back in. And we got the orange representing emotion. Now, this is somebody who's angry and upset. Look at how red and nasty it is. It's dark. It's got orange in there. It's got a lot of red. This person is very upset. This is somebody who's extremely angry. They outraged. It's all red, and you see the electricity in the middle. All right. So not only are we able to use this technology to determine somebody's emotional state, we also able to determine their health state as well. So if you look at this person, they put their elbow on the Kirlian photography plate. And remember, blue is your normal state. When they shock the elbow start turning yellow and red in the same colors as the root chakra and the sacral chakra, representing the lower self, representing the physical. All right, this is a finger in hot water. They put somebody's finger in hot water. You see it turns red and it turns yellow. Same color of fire, ironically. All right, now this part is deep because this kind of goes into, if you're a person that believes in spirits and ghosts, this to me kind of proved that, because this is a leaf. They put it on the plate. You can see the electric discharge, the coronal discharge around the leaf, right? The second picture is what the leaf should look like if they cut it. But this is what the leaf looks like when they actually cut it. So this is the energy imprint of the leaf. This is a energy imprint of the leaf after they cut it. So what does that mean? That means that not only does this leaf have a physical body, it also has an energetic body, because even once we cut off the top of the leaf, there's still an energetic imprint left behind, as if the leaf was still there. So what does that mean? That means that when your body is not here anymore, there's still an energetic imprint left. Now, eventually, this energetic imprint fades away, but nonetheless, it was still there. All right. Now, this is an image of a man who's attracted to a woman and a woman who's not so attracted to the man, but she eventually falls in love with the man. So if we look at the right, or the far left at the top with the red arrow, you can see that, you can see the coronal discharge of the man on the outside. His energy is flaring out, trying to reach to the woman. You can see he's attracted. If you zoom in close on the second picture, you can see little trails of his energy reaching towards the other woman. So when we look at energy with these instruments that they have, we can see his actual energy field reaching out to the woman. So when somebody has an attraction for you and you feel that attraction, this is what you feeling. This is the science behind it. You seeing the energy being drawn over to the other woman. Now once they had the woman and the man come back in over time and time, eventually the woman end up gaining attraction, and you can see their auras connecting. Now remember, when the couple was upset, their auras built an entire bridge of energy in between the fingers. Now their auras are connected to each other. All right. Even other things outside of the human body have auras because everything is made of energy. Rocks have energy, wood has energy, plants have energy. Everything that exists has energy. And everything that exists has an energy field. And I think this is important because you can walk into a room where nobody was at or hasn't been in for a certain amount of time, and you could still pick up energy just being in that room. So that lets us know that certain objects hold energy, and that might be what you're feeling. You might be picking up the energy from the room, literally. This is a metal figurine. They put a metal figurine onto the Kirlian plate, and it has its own aura. This is an ungerminated soybean, and this is a soybean once it's germinated. You can see it starting to activate. So the colors are representing certain stages of life. Not only are the colors of our auras representing our emotions, they represent our health, they represent life functions in certain stages in our life. Now, this is very, very interesting because even foods have auras. They put a piece of corn. Hold on, let me go back. All right, so they put a piece of corn on the Kirlian plate, and you can see the raw corn is super vibrant. The cooked corn is damn near dead. Now, y'all got to remember, we all are electrical beings. Our body runs off electricity. When you go to the hospital, if something's wrong with your heart and they got to bring you back, what do? They defibrillate you with the defibrillators, and they shock you and get your heart beating back and pumping on the electricity that it needs to be. So how would I make something more fiery? I would add more oil to the fire, or I would add more fire, right? In the same way that you make an electrical being, how would you make an electrical being more electrical? You add more electricity. So when you cooking your food, you depleting the electricity amount in the food. This is a cooked tomato, dead. Raw tomato, vibrant. Cooked broccoli, dead. Raw broccoli, vibrant. All right. Cooked tomato, dead. Look at the raw meat. Now, if you looked at this cooked meat over here, or if you look at this raw meat over here, this raw meat is super vibrant, super duper vibrant. Now, what's the difference between cooked meat and raw meat? It's the blood content. It's the amount of blood that's in there. The reason this meat is so vibrant is because of all the blood that's in there. When you cook this meat, even medium rare, we haven't even cooking well done or nothing above that or around that. Just cooking the medium rare, you completely diminish the life in this meat. So if you was getting any nutrients out of it, they're gone. So especially for the Black community, we cook our meats to the fullest extent. It's no nutrients in there anymore. And the raw meat is where all the nutrients at. This is where animals are getting their nutrients. This just goes to show you that we shouldn't be eating meat. All right. So they also are implementing this technology with Chinese medicine, studying acupuncture, because in acupuncture, let's just say my hand, for example. Each one of my fingers is connected to an organ in my body. And on each one of my fingers, and certain parts of my finger, is connected to different organs in my body. So let me show y'all what I mean on my phone. I don't want y'all to. So let's just say in acupuncture, this finger is connected to the heart. This finger might be connected to your kidney. This finger might be connected to your spleen. And they put pressure and they send electricity through there to access and to heal those certain organs in your body. So your fingers are like channels. Your feet are like channels. You can actually do acupuncture all over the body and do the same method. Every part of your body is connected to your part of the body, to every other part of the body. They just use the hand, and they just use the ear and the foot because they're just easier. So when you see this on the picture, that blue arrow or this green arrow on the left side, this is somebody's fingerprint. You see it's orange right here. That's letting you know that something is going on wrong right here. So they would look at this, or you can look at this picture on the right. They would look at this and they'd be like, okay, something's wrong with the heart. Or they look over here and be like, okay, something's wrong with the spleen. All right, so this is them displaying a healer. So you got people who are healers who have practiced and studied this energy and who have learned this. See, this is what y'all got to understand. This isn't new. Our ancestors have been practicing this for thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of years. They're just now rediscovering it. So you have people who have passed down traditions. You have people who have this in their bloodline, and they tapped into it. So you got people who have natural healing energy. You have people who have natural aggressive energy, and that's all through their DNA. So here's a healer. You can see this person on the left side. They're projecting their energy. And this isn't, y'all, this is physical. Like, you can see this with your naked eye. This isn't anything that's being computer generated. They looking at this with the naked eye, not under a microscope or any of that. And I'm going to show y'all the videos in a minute. So this is the healer. They projecting their energy. This is the person that's being healed. Now let's just look at the person who is the healer. Look at how full their aura is around their finger. It's very vibrant. If we look at the person over here who's being healed, their energy field is broken up and being destroyed. All right. So on this picture on the right, this is the healer activating their powers. You see this, it's lighting up yellow. Before it was black, now it's lighting up yellow. This is them activating their energy, and this is their energies meshing. This is the healing that's going on. The healer is literally lending over their energy to the other person, and their energy field is being activated. Okay, this is another healer preparing their energy. You can see the energy being prepared is being concentrated and increasing. On this picture, we have somebody's finger on there, and it's a wart. So you can see the energy field building around the wart. Now, what's impressive about all of this is, what I want y'all to understand is the fact that you have an entire body. You have an entire body that's just energy. So you got your physical body, right? We all know that we have a soul. We all know that we have a spirit. We know that that spirit is not physical on this dimension. So if we know the spirit came before the body, wouldn't it make sense that the energy body came before the body? So they're using this technology to detect illnesses in the energy body before it even reaches the physical body. Because if you can heal the energy body, then the physical body will heal by default. So as opposed to us doing all of these procedures and chemotherapy treatments and all of this, you can literally be healed by a healer. You can literally heal yourself. Now, y'all might ask, how is this person projecting their energy? How are they doing this healing ability? They're thinking about it, right? The energy flows where your focus goes. So if you start focusing on a bad experience that you had, you're going to start having a bad experience. If you start focusing on a happy time that you had, you're going to start sending dopamine throughout your body just by thinking of it. So when you start thinking, I'm healing myself, I'm projecting this energy, I'm sending this energy to the palm of my hands, that's what starts happening. But a lot of us been brainwashed to the point to where we think that it's all voodoo, it's all magic. But here I am showing y'all in real time why that's real. Because you can see this with the naked eye. All right, next slide. All right, here's some more pictures. This is a man in a regular state. This is him projecting his energy. He literally shooting a key blast. This nigga is shooting energy from his fingertips. And honestly, I made a video a while ago back talking about the certain stages that we will go through. And right now that we're in this awakening stage, and now that the energy is shifting on the planet, we're getting back to a point. We're getting to a point where society is going to eventually divide. Society is going to divide. You either going to be with the machines or you're going to be without the machines. And the people that are with the machines are going to be sacrificing their physical being, their spiritual being, to have benefits of the artificial world. And the people who don't will be getting back in tune with nature naturally just by being in nature. But you will have that group of people that are focusing on building their energy, storing up their chi energy, practicing this stuff, messing with the elements, because when you got technology like this, who's to say that you can't manipulate the elements at this point? We seeing how energy is being shifted from one person to another. We seeing how fire is being manipulated, or we seeing how he's projecting energy. So who's to say that they can't use this to manipulate water and to lift water? Who's to say that they can't use this to manipulate fire and wind, which I really think they do? And then you talk about, we got shows like Airbender where they actually doing this stuff. All this stuff has some truth to it. Okay, next slide. All right, so like I said, we can detect health with this technology. So here's a plant. This plant has cancer, and it's popping up in the energy field. And what's crazy is that they're able to see this in the energy field before they actually see it in the plant physically. Here's a cavity getting ready to develop. They're finding it in the energy field before they even find it in the body. Okay? Here's before and after an estrogen pill. So this is the woman's, on the far left with this blue arrow, this is the woman's energy print before she takes a estrogen pill. This is her taking the estrogen pill. Her aura starts to fill and become more concentrated. And this is it after overall. Okay? They also using this to detect women's cycles. They also using it to detect women's fertility. And these are different days of the woman's cycle. So this is a 30-day period, and they showing you what her aura looks like each day. And depending on certain parts of the finger that are lit up, will determine what's going on with her body, whether she's fertile, whether her estrogen levels are up, whether she's pregnant or not, all those type of things. So they using this in the medical field heavy, and not once have y'all ever seen this in the medical field. Mind you, Simeon Kurlian, the one who put his hip to this information, was Russian or Armenian, but he was over in Russia. This is a healthy rat to the left, and this is a cancerous rat to the right. Look at how vibrant the aura around the rat's tail is. This is a rat's tail, this black line through the middle. Look at how healthy his aura is in comparison to the cancerous rat. It's got dips and breaks inside the aura. The aura is way smaller. Okay, and here's another picture of another Kirlian or electrophonography device that they use to measure other parts of the body's energy field. So the first one I showed y'all was the fingerprint, where they just put the fingerprint on there. But I wanted to show y'all this so that y'all could see that they have other ways of measuring it outside of that just one device. All right. This on the far left is the effects of alcohol. Now this one is interesting because we got the orange, which represents the sacral chakra, which has to do with emotions and sexuality and whatnot. And a lot of people get sexually aroused after they drink alcohol. And a lot of people are creative in that state as well. So you can see this person's energy field is relatively low. As they start to drink, their energy starts to fill up, and then it gets even more orange, and then it becomes like a reddish orange after even drinking a whole bunch. So you can see that this person is really in a lower self. Here's somebody who's anxious, excited, or aroused. Okay, and this is just another diagram of what I was showing y'all more in depth. So if you look at the finger, these little circles represent the points that connect to each one of these body parts. So this would be, let's just say this is the left thumb, right? So at this part of your thumb is connected to the thorax. This part of your thumb is connected to the throat. This part of your thumb is connected to the lower jaw. So when they put your finger on the Curlian device and let's say an orange circle pops up right here, we know something's wrong right there in the thorax. If an orange or red circle pops up right here, we know that there's something wrong with the frontal sinus. And it's like that for every finger. So this is the left hand and the middle finger. It's the allergies, the pancreas, the stomach. Each one of your fingers is connected to something different. Okay? This is somebody who's healthy, and this is somebody going back to normal state. So you can see they healthy, they got sick on day 1, day 4 they're healing, day 5 they back to normal. And they using this technology to determine people's health. Also, for everybody who just joining in, make sure y'all can go to my YouTube right now if y'all want to watch this live. It's a lot better picture. If you don't want to see just this, you'll be able to see my face and the video. So just click the link in my bio. Okay, this is before connecting with somebody, right? This is their fingers next to each other. This is after connecting with them. This is sodium in the sweat glands. This is somebody who has an autoimmune disease called discoid lupus, and discoid lupus is a bad autoimmune disease. It's damn near like AIDS. So if you look over here to the left, it looks like the light is about to go out. It almost looks ghostly, and it's in the purple, which is interesting because all this information isn't fully discussed. So, like I believe crown chakra represents the spirit, right? So we know that the crown chakra could be balanced or it could be unbalanced. Being that this is purple, this to me lets me know they're going out. At least that's what I would assume, because it's a dark, nasty purple. If it was a vibrant purple, you would believe that person is spiritual. But being that they have discoid lupus and it's this dark purple like this, we know that something's wrong. And this is somebody with this is discoid lupus on black skin. This is discoid lupus on white skin. Now, if we look at psoriasis, it's interesting because the blotches on the skin right here almost look like how it looks in the energy field. So over here to the far left, this is somebody who's depressed, and this is somebody who's really depressed, and then this is them after a depression treatment. So, or a depression treatment. So you can see right here it's super red and super black, but after they got the treatment, they aura lit back up. Hold on 1 second. Just want to check this out. Yo, what's up, Sense? What's up, Trinity? No, I don't think you missed that much. What's up, Chief Leader Don? Make sure y'all go on YouTube, y'all. If y'all want the more engaging experience, click the link in my bio, go on my YouTube, or just search in Double R to God on YouTube and you'll see my picture going live. All right, so this is before and after surgery. Oh yeah, also if you miss some of the live on my Instagram or my TikTok, just go on my YouTube, you can rewind it. Okay, so this is before and after eye surgery. So the person got their fingerprint on there. This is how they look. You could tell they super in pain. The aura is really orange. This is before medication, right? So you can see they still in pain, but they a little bit better. This is while the medication is activating. So you could see the person's aura is starting to change, that the medicine is activating. This is 1 hour after medication. This is 2 hours after medication, and this is a few days later. Their aura is all the way back to normal. And here's another, this is a acupuncture spot to the heart. You can see it's popping up red. That's letting them know that it's something wrong with your heart. So all of the tests, I want y'all to understand something. All of the tests that we doing in hospitals, all of the tests that we doing in chemotherapy, all of that is irrelevant. All of these diagnoses, all you got to do is put your finger on this scanner and they will be able to tell you exactly what's wrong with you. But they're not going to do that. You know why? Because the medical industry makes billions of dollars off of you not knowing that you can heal yourself and that this is all it takes. And that to figure out what's wrong with you, this is all you got to do. This is what the Asians have been practicing for so long. This is what the Indians have been practicing for so long. This is what the ancient Egyptians and the Mayans was practicing. Okay, here's another image. Let me get back. Okay, here's another image of the gastrointestinal. So this is on a different finger. Let me get a drink of water real quick. How y'all liking the presentation so far? Give me some likes. Give me some hearts, y'all. Hold on. Tap that like button a couple times, y'all, so we can get some more people on here too. Okay, so this is the this is the gastrointestinal popping up on in the aura feed. Okay, and here's another, and this is the acupuncture spot zoomed in. This is what it looks like, and this is where it get deep because this is the gastrointestinal spot, but when they zoom in on it right here, you can see discoloration here, letting them know exactly where or to determine exactly what's going on with the gastrointestinal. Okay, this is a benign tumor. So if you know, a benign tumor is a tumor that's not really dangerous. It's not good to just have in your body though. Now, if you look at it, it's blue. Remember, blue represents the normal state. But if you look at the top, it's kind of red and yellow. So that lets us know that it is kind of messing up something. Now, if you look at the malignant tumor, which is the bad tumors, you see this one is on fire. It's red, it's hot. It was destroying something in the body. They had to get it out. This is 2 hours after surgery. This is somebody who has work stress, work-related stress, and is conflicting with they self. So they staying alive over here, but over here it's starting to overwhelm them. The work stress is starting to take over. All right, and this is the picture that I had that I was going to show y'all before, but I ended up showing it to y'all at the beginning. Okay, all right, so that's all for that part. Now we about to go into the videos, and I'm gonna sit back and let y'all watch some of these videos so that y'all can see what's going on. So this is where they start talking about the meanings of the colors of the aura.
Parts which give us.
Now I'm gonna let y'all know in advance. Yesterday these videos kept pausing while we was trying to watch them, so I had to keep closing it and restarting. So I'm gonna play these real quick.
Around our finger. It's called a.
Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna just, when it freezes, I'm gonna just exit out and open it back up. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Do 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 do. How y'all enjoying the presentation so far, y'all? Okay.
Parts which give us an aura around our finger. It's called a Carillion aura. Both Richard and Shannon are going to put their fingers on the specially prepared sensitive plate. First, we turn up the light. Then we turn on our high voltage. Focus in, and you can see the Carillion.
Okay, so I'm gonna just explain because I know y'all might not be able to hear everything, but what he's doing right now is he's hooked them up to the Curlian machine, and it's two people getting ready to kiss.
Shannon on the left, Richard on the right. Now couple. Let's kiss. And you can see the bond being formed between them. Even getting some static on the camera. See that right down in the middle there? Okay, now stop kissing. All right, see how everything kind of got a little dull? All right, we'll turn it on now and turn the lights back on.
We also have a more modern method based on amplification. This red is passion, intellect, teaching, clear communication, and very, very high spiritual leanings.
So let me say something right now. Y'all see how old this video is. This video is like from the 90s. So they've gotten past, at this point, they're past the Curlian photography because you can see they showing the auras in the pictures. So they got technology that's capturing it on the picture. So he's just telling you the certain colors of the auras and their meanings.
Look over here, you'll see how the color's a little different on the side. Sort of greenish was coming in. This person went through a change.
Man, don't start this. Let me try to open it up another way. Because yesterday it kept freezing. I think I gotta go in edit mode. Let me see. Yeah, but he getting ready to basically explain the different meanings of the aura colors. So let me videos. Okay. Yep. Let's see if it let us watch it like this. Mm, okay. Guess not.
Parts, which give us an aura around.
Be what they really want to do in life, but feel insecure that maybe it's too creative to feel.
All right, we'll turn it on now and turn the light back on.
We also have a more modern method based on amplification. This red is passion, intellect, teaching, clear communication, and very, very high spiritual leanings. If you look over here, you'll see how the color's a little different on the side. Sort of greenish was coming in. This person went through a change a few hours after the photo was taken.
Orange is a color that's a blend between creative energy and intellect. People who have orange in their fields have learned to balance that heart energy, all those feelings and emotions, with a little bit more level-headedness. They need the best of both worlds. When there's an imbalance there, they tend to do too many things for other people, give too much of their time away, and leave very little things left for themselves, including draining off their own energies. They usually have a dual career, a job, one that will be an anchor, and something they may do on the side that'll be what they really want to do in life, but feel insecure that maybe it's too creative a field, too risky to make a living, so they'll do more than one thing.
One thing about the color purple, I'm able to know things before they happen. I actually see them sometimes. And the universe seems to provide for me just about anything I need.
Yellow. I like to have fun.
Red. I like sports. I like to win. I like the activity.
It's
Winning
funny
at the
because
best
just
sport,
watching this,
the best to win.
you can kind of tell what color people around you aura is.
I'm a very consistent person. I have a lot of endurance, and I stick to things. Some people think I am a healer.
One of the most asked questions is how the camera works. The camera actually picks up the electrical field around your body and it displays it as light in images. If you decide to have your photograph done, you'll be asked to place your hand on something. The thing you place your hand on actually charges your body with radio frequency, like you might have if you passed near a radio station or a TV station. This energy is transferred to you. It's balanced by some probes that are on the chair. And it's actually picked up by these probes that are behind the curtain. There's several electric receivers back here which feed this energy into a little computer. I'll try a little drawing. So you would imagine that you have the chair here. You have a person sitting on this chair. We'll just draw this person here. And this person will actually put their hand on the probe which will charge their body. Okay, as they do this, the frequency builds up on their body and it starts to form waves like that. There's one wave, there's two waves. The probes up on top pick these waves up and they bring this down through several wires. This is converted into electrical energy and placed into the unit, which